tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear.
Hey, you gotta make a way. You gotta make a way. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You gotta make a way. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you gotta make a way. Maintain, I don't feel the same. I can fuck with you. No. You gotta make a way. You gotta make a way. Shut up and make a way. Maintain, I don't feel the same. I can fuck with you. You gotta make a way. You gotta make a way. You gotta make a way. You gotta hold on. Just take it day by day. Been out so long. Baby, I'm throwed up. Look what I throwed up. Hey, look what I do. Ain't gotta wonder why they look at you. They know you got it, nigga, you the truth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, big places. Oh yeah, never stress. Oh yeah, higher love. Oh yeah, big dubs. Oh yeah, alright. You don't like me, you don't gotta be sick. Alright. You don't like me, that don't come with a bitch. Alright. Hey, who said money gotta come with some friends? On my soul, stay ready. Look, we don't go out. You know, hey, you gotta make a way. Maintain, I don't feel the same. I can fuck with you. You gotta make a way. You gotta make a way. Shut up and make a way. Maintain, I don't feel the same. I can fuck with you. You gotta make a way. Do what you hear, do what it does. I need your help, nigga, find your blood. If you want smoke, this I can see the blood. Close the temperature, right in the blood. I'm not shooting in the sun. The bulletproof guns, my blood to shot. Yeah, tinted windows, knowing I came with the mud. It's gonna get you high, better than $1,000. This money never changes to the cash of love. You never enough blood. It's still a chip run. Hands down, I'm not going back. So never try again. I'm doing no shot. In that casket. She ain't never enough. So never smash it. Roller coaster for the high. Roller coaster for the low. Like an R&B. Singles for the R&B. Try to cap with my style. Try to steal on my blows. I just with the switch. That's the super flash. I'm just basic. I catch my residents talking to ones I just selling my settlement. I'm taking the evidence. Like he just cut me. We have domestic abuse. Yeah, just look at my shoes. Tell my jeans, ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah, hey, bitches and pools, grab my jewels. Any man, I got tools. Breaking the rules, let's get to school. Graduated, I got rules. Being down, no broke. I'm not going back. Yeah. So they never try again. I'm doing no show. I'm getting that casket. She never go. So never smash it. Roller coaster for the high, roller coaster for the low. Like an R&B, singles for the R&B. Try to cap with my style, try to steal on my blows. Switch, that's a super slash. Try to be a living legend and taking no more get L's. Show me cooks and ammo, y'all. I got that from knowledge, y'all. Just want me to be at the block. I hit it with like real. Let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party. Get it started. Yeah. Let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party. Get it started. Yeah. Let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party. Get it started. Yeah. Let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party. Get it started. Yeah. Why y'all holding up the wall? It's a party, boogie, y'all. Let's get our boogie on. Move your body, get in your zone. Need some help, grab some Patron. Or Hennessy if you're strong. It don't matter if you came along. We gon' party all night long. Till the club send us home. We gon' keep the speakers knocking, party rock. Find that pocket, everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party, get it started. Everybody move your body. You don't even need nobody. You just need to move your body. Pop it, call him Miss Poppin'. She be poppin' so proper. Make a player toss some dollars in the trick. Wanna holler her body, its own party. Watch her body get this damn party started. Yeah, let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party, get it started. Yeah, let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party, get it started. Yeah, let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party, get it started. Yeah, let's start a party. Everybody move their body. I ain't playing with nobody. It's a party, get it started.
I just want to run my businesses and do relationships with my friends. And that's it. That's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the rope. Middle finger stretched, if you thinking it's a joke. Tell my friend I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
I felt this before, and I can't afford to cry. I got work in the morning, I got bills, I got family ties. You play with the piece of me, I try not to reason with, not trying to make it clear. And I want you to know that I did try my best with you. I cut off all my hoes, that was just for you. And I don't got the time, I'm doing it right. Self-love, self-care, selfish, baby. Self-love, self-care, yeah.
it out here. They've got a really big following. Folks know who they are, but they not bumping on the radio like they deserve to be bumping on the radio. And that was one of them. I absolutely love her. I love her catalog. And she going to be on my list of people that I'm going to get in this chair and I'm going to talk to this year. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're wondering what my voice is, who my voice is, or where my voice is coming from, if you're wondering who the hell I am, because this is your first time tuned in, I am Sunshine Reigns, aka Griselda Blanca, aka Uni the Motivator, aka the Party Starter. But you tune in each and every morning because I am your hood unicorn, and I am here on All Hustle, No Fear, to wake you up every morning with positivity, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of current events, and we're going to sprinkle it on the top and just sit you with a whole lot of foolery and fun. All right. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope the person you're waking up next to is somebody you went to sleep with. Because there's been a couple of times where I woke up next to somebody and I know you wasn't in my bed when I went to bed last night. But I got kids, so it might be a little bit different for you. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything works out the way it's supposed to. Good morning, good morning, good morning. For those who are watching on our YouTube, we are starting some new things. You know, last year I told you guys a word is to proselytize. And that's what All Hustle No Fear is going to do all year. We are going to proselytize you from your usual morning show. We're going to convert you, okay? So to proselytize means to convert. And that's all we're trying to do each and every morning is to get you converted to All Hustle No Fear. Now, after we proselytize you, what do? Well, we're going to turn on the background music because I just realized it was off. After we proselytize you and you love All Hustle No Fear, you are all here for this. You are tuned in each and every morning. You need All Hustle No Fear in your life just to feel right. Will you become one of my little prostitutes? And you go out and proselytize for All Hustle No Fear, okay? And you bring more prostitutes back. You bring more back, okay? And we're going to grow this thing this year. This year is All Hustle No Fear's year. I feel it. I know it. I've been told, okay? But to add to that, going forward, I also want to make sure I add to your daily word count, okay? So today's word of the day, and y'all stay on me. If I forget to do a word of the day or something like that, I want y'all to get on me and be like, Sunshine, you didn't give us a word of the day. Okay. So today's word of the day is histrionic. Histrionic. I know what y'all thinking. It sounds something like history, right? But no, this word actually means to be like extra, to be theatrical. You're histrionic, Sunshine. So if you want to hear more about this word, go ahead, follow me on All Hustle No Fear. Check out my stories. I have posted this word for you. And I want you, send me a video of you using the word so I can post it again. I want to see you using this word today, okay? And sometime during today, I'm going to try to use this word in one of our stories. That's going to be my goal, is to try to use the word of the day in one of the stories or throughout the day as I'm talking to you guys. But let's expand our vocabulary. Let's learn to have a cornucopia of words to explain and describe what we want to do. Fellas, if y'all don't know, women are turned on by words. We're turned on by what you say. We imagine, we get this whole, we create this picture off of what you say. Men are attracted by their eyes. So fellas, it would behoove you to learn new words so that you can, holler at these bitches. So I'm here to help you with that. So today's word of the day, like I said, is histrionic. And if you want to find more about the word, all you got to do is jump in my stories so you can hear me saying the word and giving you the definition. All right. All right. Ty B is here this morning. Good morning, Ty B. You will be very proud of me. I read 3 chapters of our book last night. I'm currently on the chapter called Pretty 4A. where right now, in my book club, All Hustle No Fear book club, you can join us at allhustlenofear.com. But in my book club right now, the book that we're reading is called Hood Feminism. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I first started this book, I was not for it. I was like, it's triggering. But because the book club chose the book, like the members, I felt like I'm gonna stick with it, right? So as I've stuck with it, it's actually very informative. I like what I'm learning. It's causing me to look at things how I perceive them, my perspective. Remember, that's my word for the year. My perspective, how media and propaganda might have subconsciously steered me to look at things or respond to things a certain way, whereas it's the underlining problems that I'm not really looking at. And so I need to have better perspective and pay more attention. I'm currently on the chapter where they're like pretty for a, and I really thought it was about to say like pretty for a light-skinned girl, but it ended up saying pretty for a black girl. And I can't say I've necessarily heard that phrase in my life, but from black people, what I've heard my whole life is you're cool like a black girl, like a dark-skinned girl, or you have a dark-skinned girl's personality. And I've never really understood that, but I've understood it. And it's a very weird thing. So Ty, appreciate the whoever suggested this book. Appreciate the suggestion. I can't wait for us to do our live where we go live and really discuss the book and what we learned from it and what we got from it. So that was my night last night. It's pretty good. Ty said after be converted, they will mind fuck you. And we will. And you will like it and you will want more. So that's what's up. That's what. Oh, Skittle Pop. Hey, how you doing? Wait, let me go ahead and follow you right here. Hey, how you doing? What's up? I followed you back. There we go. So I owe y'all some motivation for the morning, right? Because we started our morning off with some motivation. I was listening to my motivational message today and something hit me where a lot of times as entrepreneurs, the things that we're going through, the things that we got to get through as entrepreneurs, those hills we got to get over or whatever, we complain a lot. We are really complaining about every single thing that we have to do. We're complaining about the work we have to do. We're complaining about the people we have to be involved with. We're complaining about the ups and the downs. If people even complain about the successes. There's nothing but complaints all through it. And I dare you to swallow your complaint. Swallow your complaint. There we go. I dare you to swallow your complaint. I dare you, instead of being worried about all of the things that you have to do, the things that aren't going right for you, the people who aren't posting or reposting, I want you to swallow that and I want you to internalize that, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You didn't go through this much of the journey to get where you are, to complain about where you are. Right now, you have 25 people listening to you. Last year, you had 1. Why are you complaining about where you are when you've come so far? If that's the case, it doesn't matter where you are always going to be in complaint mode. I want you to remove that from your psyche. Remove that complaint mode from the things that you are doing, because as you complain, you are filling that part of your brain with something that could have been somewhere else. You could have been focused on something else. You could have been working on something else, but instead you are taking something that should be trivial, like a complaint, and you're blowing it up and you're maximizing it to become a trial or a tribulation. I want to go through the next year not counting and not caring about
the matrix of what I'm doing, but start really focusing on who I'm connecting with. I want to know the fact that I know all of you. One day there might come a day where I won't personally know all of you because I've been able to touch you on a personal level. And I don't mean like touch you, but I mean have conversations with you, be able to see your avatar come up, or be able to see your profile come up and know who the person is behind that. Instead of complaining about the people that aren't watching, I have to fall in love and appreciate the people that are. Give you everything that I have because you show up and you step out. There's someone or something in your life right now that's not doing for you the way you want it done or what you feel as though you need. And so you have a complaint. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the complaint. I'm not saying that there's no validity in the complaint. I'm not saying that you don't have some sort of leg to stand on as far as the complaint is concerned. What I'm saying is the complaint is not yours to fester. The complaint is not yours to facilitate, to grow, to make it into something more than what it should be. An observation. I see it. I noticed it. But it was so minuscule, it was so small to me that I don't have to pick it up. I don't have to hold on to it. I don't have to carry this complaint with me. I don't have to grow it and nurture it. I don't have to let this complaint be something that becomes a part of who I am, my psyche. I don't have to pass this complaint on. Have you ever had a complaint? Have you ever had a problem? Have you ever had something that you don't realize or never realized that it didn't originate with you? You carrying somebody else's complaint. Why the hell would you carry somebody else's burdens and somebody else's problems and somebody else's issues, and they're not even yours? And it should have never been theirs in the first place. It should have been an observation. It should have been something that they seen, something that they noticed, and something that they kept it pushing. But something in them felt like this was more important than it should have been. They saw a rock and they turned it into a diamond. Now, some people can see that rock for a rock, and they wondering why you're running around coveting this rock, and they think you crazy. And you are steadily trying to convince them that this rock is valuable. You're holding on to the complaint. I need you to let it go. Now, if you're in marketing, if you're in advertising, if you're doing something where it makes sense, where you need to pay attention to certain metrics to achieve your goals, pay attention to those metrics to achieve your goals because they're necessary. But if it is unnecessary to your growth, if it is unnecessary to you becoming the person that you are meant to elevate to, why hold on? Why keep it? It's not yours. It was never meant for you to have. It was an observation. It was something that you saw, and you should have kept it moving. You haven't gone this far. You haven't worked this hard for this to be where you stop. Complaining allows you to stop. You shift your focus. Let's go into this new year thinking to ourselves that those things that don't matter, we're going to leave them in a don't matter phase. We're not going to continue to bring them with us. We're not going to collect them. We're not going to convince others that this rock is really a jewel. It's insignificant, so let it be insignificant. Do not take something that you don't need and turn it into something that you can't live without. And you have no reason, rhyme, or understanding as to why you can't. You just have been carrying this around with you. Hello. Did I speak to somebody? Did somebody understand what I had to say? If I did, and you watching me on one of these social media platforms, send me some love, send me some love, send me some love. But if you're not understanding where I'm coming from, you need some more perspective. So, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. That was my motivation for this morning. Hopefully it hit you in a place where you needed to be hit. Hopefully you understood the message. And if you didn't, that's okay. It's going to be left up for you to be able to catch it when you catch it. See, that's the thing about information. You can be given information and it's not ready for you yet. You could be given information and you not ready for it yet. That doesn't mean that the information can't come around again. And if it does come around again, your perspective should be different. So you should be able to handle it differently. And if it's not, some of y'all are hard-headed and you got to go through receiving information a couple of different times. And that's fine. Everybody learn on their level. Everybody learn on their scale. But when you do find that you understand and you then comprehend, you must then act. See, getting information isn't just about receiving it. It's also about acting upon the information that you get. When you know better, you do better. You can't learn something and continue to do the same ignorant shit you was doing. And not ignorant as in dumb, but ignorant as in lacking knowledge of. See, that's what that word really means. Logo file. Ignorant means lacking the knowledge of. My fingers are ignorant to playing the piano. They lack the knowledge to play the piano. That doesn't mean that I can't play the piano. I can go up there and I can bang it all I want to, but my fingers are ignorant to how to play it correctly. You got to let go of the ignorant stuff that you've been hanging on, the stuff that you did not have knowledge of. When you learn, y'all get it? I might be over somebody's head this morning, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I told y'all, this ain't from me. This is from she. She told me what to tell you, and I regurgitated the information. That's it. So, let me tell y'all what I'm mad about. After I just told y'all to let everything go, let me tell y'all what I'm mad about right now. Oh, maybe it was my subconscious or whatever, but all this talking about dreams and what we pay for to go back into a dream. Last night, I had the best dream ever. I wrote an amazing book in my dream last night. And I'm not trying to be facetious, like, oh, I was like, writing with the pen and I saw myself. No, I really saw the layout and what should be on each page and what the book was about. And it was something about motivation, something that I would actually write something that would be close to my heart, that would make sense. I wrote out in this dream at least a good 12 to 15 pages. And when I woke up, there was nothing on the page. I wrote a whole book in my dreams and woke up to blank pages. That's what I end up putting on my Facebook today, because that's exactly what happened to me. And now I'm trying to figure out how I can get back into my subconscious and find this information, because honestly, it's there. My subconscious knows. I've been saying for a year now that I want to write a book. Even in my Trello, I have notes and I have things that I would like to talk about or write about in my book. In my mind, I have a particular type of, you want to write a self-help book, you want to write a coloring book, like what kind of book you want to write. I know the type of book I want to write. I see it in my head. And last night I dreamt it. All however many pages I needed to get started. And I woke up this morning and just sat there and was just ready to throw a book at the wall, because I was like, it's gone and I don't know how to get that back. And if I could just pay $75 to go back to sleep, to go get that book, I know I could make 80 million. And I'm just like, well, damn, how do I fix that? Yes, I would pay to go back to my dreams, especially to a specific dream. I sure would. Good morning, people. How y'all doing? Teacher Anitra said, hey, if you didn't understand, put it in your pocket for later. Yeah, definitely. Y'all ever had your parents tell you something, and when they were telling you, it didn't really pay attention, but subconsciously you find yourself doing it now? I'll give you a perfect example. Growing up, my mom used to tell me, when you go to your car or when you're leaving from wherever you are, don't search for your keys in your bag. It makes you a victim. It makes you a target. Same way when I go to the gas station, I don't leave my car unlocked. I don't care if I'm standing there at the car. I lock all the doors, and the only door that's not locked is the one I'm standing right in front of, that's by the pump. Like, you got to move me out the way. But as a precaution, something my mom always taught me was, when you walk to your car, always have your keys in your hand. One reason is because if you get attacked, you can use your key as a weapon. Cool. The other reason is because if you ever get robbed, they can steal your purse, but at least you can still get into your car because you have your keys. One day I was at South DeKalb Mall. This actually happened to me. I got robbed they stole my purse, but I had my car keys in my hand. So I never had an issue with being able to get home or anything else like that. And I never had to worry about the fact that they had my driver's license and they had my house key. It wasn't an issue for me. These are the things that I've done subconsciously. If you watch me now, when I go to my car, my keys are always in my hand, or they're right here in my jacket pocket. I won't go to my car looking for my keys. It's my something that I took and I held on to subconsciously. It was something that I learned and I put in my pocket. Things that you tell your children, things that other people tell you, you pick up and you put them in your pocket. Maybe it's time to go through and think about some of the stuff that you've been holding on to in your pockets and figure out if these are good for you or if these are holding you down. That's why we read books, to get new perspectives, to figure out if the ideas that we've been internalizing are holding us down, are holding us back, or if we need to look at life from somebody else's ideologies. Good morning. Hello. Teacher Shivy with his old extra special self talking about, I don't even use keys anymore. Key code for the doors and home and car. We in the Jetsons now. See, that's the only thing. I got that iRobot type mentality. I'm like Will Smith, man. I feel like one day the house won't let me unlock it. Like, when iPhones first came out, I was so totally against a full phone with no buttons, because I said, what happens when the phone don't want you to touch it no more? And that happens. You get a phone and you could be hitting it all you want to and the screen is dead. So I've never wanted to be fully automated like that. Like, I get it and I understand there might come a day where I don't have a choice. That might be something my kids never, they be like, how do you have keys? Right? But for me right now, I need the luxury. I need the feeling of that key. Same thing with books. I don't like Nooks. I don't like Kindles. I'm so analog. Like, y'all so digital. I'm so analog. Y'all so digital. It's okay. And I get it. That's what you should do. I'm not even gonna tell them what you said, but that's what you should do, Shivy. You should. But I'm good. I need to be able to unlock the door. Let's see. Ricky ATL is here. He said, "Morning outside. You've been doing a magnificent job. Thank you for your inspirational quotes and always make me laugh during the day." Well, thank you. Let me screenshot that so I could tell people, see, look, I'm making other people happy. There we go. Yep. My face look weird on that. Good morning, Big Red. How you doing? Teacher Anitra said, I've been having dreams about people and their real feelings about me. And one of them came true the other day. It shocked me. Well, I believe that. I think our subconscious sees things. It sees body languages. It sees microaggressions, micro expressions and things that we might not pick up on because we're not in the moment, because we're not focused on that. And I absolutely believe that it's a chance that your brain knew something before you knew something. Absolutely. And I hope you did what you needed to do. And I trust that you as a person, if you feel as though what you were doing is right for you right now, then you're going to walk in that. And if you feel later on, after you gain a new perspective, that maybe that wasn't the right decision, I have firm belief in you that you will do a course correction. That is adulting, you guys. Adulting is not being right all the time. Adulting is making a decision, understanding the consequences of that decision, and then realizing that if you didn't make the correct decision, to be able to go back and course correct that decision. Now, are there instances and times where you just in it and you stuck and you just gonna have to be like, you know what, well, I just burnt that bridge. Yeah, it is. I get it. That's life, because it's not just your journey. Your journey is involved with other people's paths. But if you can go back and you can fix something, you can replant something, you can propagate and move to a better place, don't be so egotistical that you can't. When you make decisions, if you make decisions on logic, instead of being historic about it and being all emotional, y'all like how I use the word of the day, then you can go back and course correct, because you're like, that person isn't looking at you so much as if you are just a excitable person that has these bipolar ass feelings, but that you are a person who sat there and thought logically about the decisions that you made. I don't know. I know what y'all saying. Get to the shucking and jiving, sunshine. Get to the hee hee ha ha. It's the morning drive. You kind of strong right now. You trying to give it to us. But we adults here, and we listen to adult radio. Okay? When I polarize, when I convert you to all hustle, no fear, you gonna like it. And you gonna get all of these conversions. Okay? You gonna get all of this conversion. Big Red says people haven't kept up spiritually, mentally, physically, or emotionally with themselves. So when it comes to new tech moving at light speed, people aren't mature enough to have it. Definitely get that. I definitely get that. He says we're too busy wanting convenience over evolution and elevation. Teacher Anitra said, no, we need some talking to. Don't you go nowhere. You say what you got to say. We need some talking to. Well, I'm glad I could be the person to talk to y'all. Okay. I'm glad I could be the person to talk to y'all. Let's get this show started. We're about to get into our first commercial break of the day. But when we get back from that commercial, y'all already know today is Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we talk about money. That's right, because cash make the coochie go ooh ooh. And so we are going to talk about a couple of things. Let's see what I got on the list for y'all today. I've got all for what? You did all of that for what? We did all of this complaining, holding on to, talking about it, all for what? For you to just give it back? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about some bigger sluts out here. It's some sluts and they going big, and I'm really proud of them. So we're going to talk about that. Y'all stay tuned for that. And we also have closed. I thought this might be a bro, I got fired, but on the money aspect of it, let's look at it from that perspective, right? So I got something on that. Then later on the day, we've got celebrity business plays. We got Can't Go Home. This story right here is sitting with me because for people to feel so strongly about the lane that you are supposed to be in, what decorum means for you, that you can't go home just because you've done something as minuscule as showed your hair. We've got a long way to go when it comes to how our world respects women. And it's not just in the South, it's not just in the West, it's not just America. It's a lot of countries really have their input as to what a woman is, a woman should be, how a woman should act. And we're talking about people who you'll never meet, who'll never meet you, and your existence has nothing to do with their life. So we'll talk about that. We also got We Don't Do That Here. Like in Wakanda, when they was talking about something, they was like, nah, we don't do that over here. Listen, kids, keep watching TikTok. When I tell you that we don't do all of the things that y'all see and do on TikTok, all of that ain't for us. Okay? And we need more parents stepping up, letting their kids know, we don't do that over here. Okay? Shout out to Miss Angela Bassett. She went ahead and let her son know, that one ain't for us, and we don't play that game. Go ahead and apologize to them people. All right? And last but not least, we got Working for the Buns. It's a football player out there who, he was trying to have a, little jobby job, and turns out somebody was like, I got a job for you. Got a job for you. Okay. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. Y'all stay tuned, because like I said, I got a good show for you, and we're going to talk about some good things, and we're going to hit it from a completely different perspective. All right. If you've got music and you would like us to promote and feature your music on all of our social media platforms, all you got to do is visit allhustlenofear.com. Go to submit my music. All we're looking for is indie artists and midstream artists. We don't play any mainstream music over here, but we play the music that you might not have heard, but you need to be bumping in your ride. All right. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. Here go one of them songs that you need to hear. This is Joey H with one of his new singles that has dropped. This is Brown Liquor. All right, right here, Hits 92.3.
wins they multiply. Yeah, checks are rapping, acting. Moves are calculated. So if you wanna holler, then Venmo me the payment. Cause I'm focused on the catalog. Bump whoever hated. I'm in my own position, and ain't no one adjacent. Yeah, always loving, like the building up. To inspire is do or die on my clock, on my time, man. Y'all couple balls, I'm a tough out. I'm a tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Couple brown liquor on out, on out, on out. Finally up next, and we gone out. Finally up next, and we gone out. Couple fireballs, I'm a tough out. I'm a tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Couple brown liquor on out, on out, on out. Finally up next, and we gone out. Finally up next, and we gone out. Could've signed the files away, but everything mine though. Need all of that. Why sign a deal for files that I own for me to give it right back? Need my contract, max, Lindor money, 10 plus independent grind. On my old time, I don't race nobody else. But if I did, I'm clocking up Hall of Fame time. Florence, Jordan, ayy, ICH, woo. I see my life change before my eyes. Wait, the shit looking great. Cab side, right on the beach with a queen of mine. Think about everything I dreamed that I would get to live and still have enough to have scenic vibes. Couple fireballs, I'm a tough out. I'm a tough out. Couple new songs and they all out. Yeah, they all out. Couple brown liquor on out, on out, on out. Finally up next, we go now. Finally up next, we go now. Chilling with the gang, drinking all the brown liquor, thinking about the plans we working on. Gotta come quick, oh na na na. Oh na na na. Oh. Chilling with the gang, drinking all the brown liquor, thinking about the plans we working on. Gotta come quick, oh na na na.
Can't let my heart show on my sleeve. Ain't missed the call yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words of affirmation. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation.
We double drinking, the vibe is peaking, we geeking. It's something speaking straight to my soul, fully breathing. She got the feeling like 90s R&B, I'm tweaking. To ever leave her, it probably never be a reason. A soul shaker, a twerker, a business owner, a real friend that's still cool if you don't talk, you grown up. A love pusher, peace empowerment, mamacita. Back when I met her, she was sipping a limerita. A forward thinker, still be throwing it back on me. And if I'm lacking, she gon' pick up that slack for me.
Can't let my heart show on my sleeve. Ain't missed the call yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words of affirmation. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation.
Big booty, slapping it when you get moody. Confident, you never tripping, I get groupie. Never dolo, ride with me even on promo. Album cover, even help me design logo. A fresher too, in it cause we got deeper roots. Remember boo, them balconies in our birthday suit. That yellow coupe, Los Angeles in that Pikachu. I peeked at you, and now I'll forever see the
Can't let
truth.
my heart show on my sleeve. Ain't missed the call yet from the streets. Spin round the block like I got beef. Baby, I'm like that, you gon' see. These are words of affirmation. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me to be more than another situation. You should want me, but maybe I'm from the wrong generation.
my truckers out there, I need y'all to be tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning. We will be in your ear, keeping you awake, making sure you don't roll over that slow ass car in front of you, or you get to your destination safely, okay? Make sure you tune in, leave them lot lizards alone, and listen to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning for 7 to 10 a.m., waking you up in the best way. All you got to do is download Hits 92.3 ATL's app in the iTunes store or the Android, Google Play, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Download it and listen. All of y'all CBD 492 Burger 495. Breaker 49, Breaker 49. We've got a hot body on the radio right now, sounding real good, giving us orgasms. Let us go ahead and tune in right now to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Over and out.
Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. I'm an OG nigga. And I wish a nigga would. Run up or get done up. Cause a nigga putting on for the hood. Tell the haters gotta get mine. Chop a slow within the lunchtime. James Harden when it's clutch time. Mayweather when it's showtime. Here I come through the game with icy chain and swing. They call me Mr. Jungle like Lane. Mr. Ill with you the main lane and spit flame. Pull up on the block in a Bruce Wayne. I kick 2 heaters like a Max Payne. I'm still a bad nigga, ain't shit changed. Mike Jack with the Mac, I make a Philippine. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma kill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. I'm on the block with the powder packs. I'm a real nigga, I don't do autographs. I'm an OG nigga, I don't never dance. I'm in the club with the 38 in my pants. I'm a #1 trap pick, signed to a lifetime contract. So much gas in the house, fuck around and get a lifetime contract. I'm Michael Jackson reincarnated. I'm a fool with the tootie, nigga. My clip will make a movie, nigga. Couple shots, turn your brains to a smoothie, nigga. Pull up on the block in a Bruce Wayne. I keep 2 heaters like a Max Payne. I'm still a bad nigga, ain't shit changed. Mike Jack up the Mac, I make a Philippine. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad. Moonwalking on the bricks, nigga. I'ma thrill it with the stick, nigga. God on glitter, nigga. Bitch, I'm Michael Jackson bad.
You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3 ATL, the real definition of internet radio. Download the app in the Google Play Store or the iTunes Store, and make sure you tune in each and every day to all of the dope shows that we have on this platform. All right, we're back. That was Ill Bleed with MJ Bad. Before that, we had a bop by Trans Lee. I absolutely love him. I'm about to get more of his music on here so y'all can hear some more of him. That song was called... Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm about to tell you because I know you want to know. Soul Shaker. That was Trans Lee's Soul Shaker. It will be added to my Spotify playlist shortly. So I'll let y'all know a little bit more about that, or you'll get a little bit more Trans-Lee. And then the other one that I played, like I said, was My Little Brother, Joey H with Brown Liquor, and that definitely was a bop. I like that whole vibe of that song. But Joey plays the kind of music that I would like to listen to anyway. So that's that goes without saying. I don't think it has anything to do with him being my brother. I just feel like we get each other, and so it makes sense. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing started. My first story under currency conversations is All For What. Okay, and I definitely need to get that because he said he followed him because of me, and so yes, that is definitely important. Y'all need to know I got people following y'all. Okay, so y'all remember over the last couple of years and a lot as of recently, we've been talking about this patch of land that was on in LA County at Bruce's Beach, where a couple of years, long time ago, and I hate saying a long time ago because in the perspective of things, it really wasn't that long ago. But a couple of years ago, this black family owned this stretch of land, and then the county came in and basically swooped it up and took it from underneath them. And now this land is worth a lot of money. So the family and different ACLU companies, projects and stuff have been working with the family to try to get their property back. And they did. They got their property back and what it's worth and everything. So let me read to you what these people have done and where it's going from there. So Bruce's Beach, an oceanfront property in Southern California that was taken from black owners in the Jim Crow era and returned to their descendants last year, will be sold back to Los Angeles County for nearly $20 million. So we did all of this work to help y'all get this, and you're going to sell it back for $20 million. Perspective, people. As of right now, $20 million, cool. We're going to get $20 million now. But what could this property be worth in 15, 20, 30 years? Like, you're sitting on a literal gold mine, and we've worked as a community so hard to get the awareness out about what the wrong that happened to your family and putting this property back in the descendants' hands just for y'all to turn back around and just be like, well, here, we'll give it back. Just give us some money. If that was the case, y'all should have just took some reparations. You know what I mean? Like, y'all should have just took some reparations. It made no sense to go through all of this to sell it back. But maybe I'm wrong. Red Warriors Love, I know you're out there. You probably have an opinion on this. Charles, I know you out there. I know you got an opinion on this. Like, let me know how y'all feel about this, because I could be wrong. But let me tell for the people who don't know. Family members of the original landowners, Willa and Charles Bruce, have informed the county of their decision to sell Bruce's Beach. Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors Chair Janice Hand said in a statement, and it's unclear when the sale will be completed. The seizure of Bruce's Beach nearly a century ago was an injustice inflicted upon not just Willa and Charles Bruce, but generations of their descendants who almost certainly would have been millionaires. So if they would have been able to keep it, their descendants would have been millionaires. Now, I get that their descendants are going to be millionaires now because $20 million is a lot of money. But what could your descendants be if you left this? There's a reason why white people be like, oh, he come from new money. And there's a reason why they be like, no, they come from old money. Okay? Old money don't just pop up like that. Old money is something that stay. Okay, let me keep going. Let me just keep going because I maybe me, and because I don't have old money, y'all looking at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. But okay, whatever. The Bruce family received the official deed last year, 98 years after the property was taken by the city of Manhattan Beach after efforts from relatives and activists and local officials. Willa and Charles Bruce purchased the land in 1912 for $1,225 and built several facilities, including a cafe and changing rooms. The resort became a popular tourist attraction that offered Black families a place to enjoy the California life, but the family faced intimidation and racial threats from white neighbors and the Ku Klux Klan. In 1924, Manhattan Beach took the property, citing eminent domain, and paid the couple a fraction of what they asked for. The Bruce left and died just 5 years later. Bruce's Beach is now a park with a lawn and a lifeguard training facility. In 1995, the property was transferred to Los Angeles County, and in recent years, county officials began taking steps to return the land to the family. Those efforts led to California Governor Gavin Newsom signing a 2021 legislation to allow for the return of the property for the Bruce's descendants. Last year, the official deed marking the transfer of the land was given to the family. Hahn said she fought hard to return the property to the Bruce family because she wanted to right this wrong and supports their decision. This is what reparations looks like, and I hope it is a model I hope governments across the country will follow, Hahn said in a statement. Okay. Let me see what y'all got to say. Okay. Teacher Anitra says they can make way more than 20 million. Are you saying with keeping the property or with letting you go? Because I personally believe that keeping this property, y'all can make way more than 20 million. I believe wholeheartedly. Not only that, but with the history of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it. Somebody was gonna call in. Here we go. And 5-6. This is All Hustle No Fear. Who is it?
You know who it is.
Oh, hold on. I need to put my headphones on so I can hear. Everybody out there, if you're listening and you want to hear the conversation, you can tune in to All Hustle No Fear on YouTube or download the app so that you can hear this caller. Okay, caller, give it to me.
All right, real quick, with this story, you got to understand, my sister used to live in Manhattan Beach.
Okay.
That property that this family has been fighting for all these years, the area and the acres that they had before California deemed it and they used eminent domain to take it from them, that property today, that land is worth well over $150 million.
150 million. It's worth over 150 million.
That area alone, it is not only is it beautiful, but it has so many mom and pop businesses. That whole area has been gentrified.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to understand there's not that many black people living in that area now.
Mm-hmm.
But along that, they have $2 to $5 million condos along that stretch of beach.
Mm.
There's at least just in the acres that they're talking about. I was talking to my sister about this a couple years ago when we first heard about the story. So I understand, like maybe they just weren't ready for it. And the problem is, I can't speak for the family. I don't know anybody in that family, but maybe they just weren't ready to handle that responsibility of what comes with owning that area, that plot of land. That plot of land alone, like there's so many businesses, Sunshine, that are on that land right now that their family owns, that it's well over 100 million. Just in the businesses that are located in this area.
So I mean, with that property and having it, they couldn't have found venture capitalists or investors or people who could have helped them to maintain it and to do what needed with, the possibilities.
Well, what you have to take, I just want you to take this into account. A lot of there was a couple of angel investors who were interested, but they got turned away due to the fact that it would set a precedent in California that would cause so many problems because there's so much land. When you start talking about Baldwin Hills, Reseda, you start talking about all these different areas, even La Brea, Rodeo Drive. There are parts of Rodeo that was owned by black families.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would have a massive effect going across all of LA County. That would just it would be a problem. That's why this fight, it seems like a good idea. Right now in California, they're trying to pass this bill for reparations, which would pay out about $230,000 for every black person in the state of California. So you got to understand, like the forces that be are not trying to let this happen. So the fact that this family got cut a little check, of course they're going to give you pennies. They're going to give you pennies on the dollar.
Right. Because that's
Like,
basically what they did in the first place, and they're still doing it to them now.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I can't speak for the family. I don't know who's advising them to take $20 million and then basically give it back. When in fact, if you had all the land and just the condos alone, I'm not even including the business, the condos alone, and all those people had to pay you rent,
Mm-hmm.
that family would be in the, like, they would be worth 50, 60, 70 million just within a year or two.
Right.
Just from payments.
Right.
Of the land. I don't like. I heard about this a couple days ago, so I'm not surprised that you're doing this story because I love everything that you do. Keep doing what you're doing. I just wanted to chime in on this one story because that is, to me, is insane.
So
Insane.
so just so that we can know for our listeners, do you agree with them selling it back, or do you disagree with selling it back?
They should have never sold it.
Okay.
It shouldn't even have been a thought.
Right.
We're talking about building generational wealth. This is something that could catapult that family and incentivize other families who their land was taken in California. And whatever goes on in California when it comes to laws, bills, legislation, it affects the rest of the country. If it happens in California or New York State first, it's going to happen across the rest of the country.
That's what I say all the time. You got to watch California, New York, and Florida. And you only watch Florida for the crazy.
Oh my goodness! I would give it for real. I would give it 10 years. That land might be worth $500 million.
Man, and whoever buys it is going to make sure they do right by it, and that's the sad part. All right, thanks, Red.
I love you, lady.
Love you too. We're gonna keep it going. Wait, okay, wait. There we go. I think the thing came out. That's what she said. Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. But I think that was one of those things that we pray for these things to happen to us, and we get these opportunities, and we just let them slip through our hands. We just, we let them slip through our hands, and that one's a sad one. Okay, so here's the next one. This one I call Big Slut. Atlanta fans may be standing in line for slutty vegan saucy burgers and skinny dippers. Is fast food foreplay making those one night stands and ho boys even tastier? But founder and CEO Peaky Cole knows that sometimes you just need a quickie. We've been thinking about a drive-through for a while, Cole tells What Now Atlanta. Last week, she teased plans for a sleek, sexy drive-through in a Facebook post, and later confirmed to us that Atlanta-based burger chain would pop that cherry at their new location being built in Columbus, Georgia, and set to open later this year. Cole started the popular plant-based burger joint in 2018 as an Instagram-based delivery service out of a shared commercial kitchen. Within weeks, she was operating her own food truck, and by 2019, she opened her first brick-and-mortar restaurant and had founded Pinky Foundation. Slutty Vegan's Heart of Gold, which has paid off student loans at Clark Atlanta University and created created scholarships for juvenile offenders. Today, Slutty's Vegan has 4 Metro Atlanta locations: Bar Vegan in Ponce City Market, CBD gummies and other plant-based products, and outlets in Athens, Birmingham, and Brooklyn, with more announced, including the up-and-coming Columbus location. Cole's vegan empire is growing rapidly thanks to funding backed by Enlightened Hospitality Investments, co-founded by Danny Mayer of Union Square Hospitality Group, founder of Shake Shack, and New Voices Fund, led by billionaire entrepreneur and Essence Ventures CEO Richie Lou Dennis. According to The Beat, this will put Slutty Vegan at a valuation of around $100 million. By the end of 2023, the plant-based burger restaurant is projected to have at least 25 locations nationwide. We valued at $100 million with this round of funding, founder Pinky Cole told What Now Atlanta last year, but I'm not stopping until we're worth $1 billion. The food truck, affectionately called the Big Slut, remains key to the expansion appearing potential markets before new restaurants are announced. Slutty Vegan's food truck made a stop in the Fountain City and had a great turnout and reviews. Cole would go on to announce the new restaurant in the former China Express location just 4 months later. Keep an eye in your community for the yellow and black food truck, and take note, Cole is also teasing franchise opportunities on Facebook, but you could only get in business with your ex. Would you do it? I love everything about what's going on for her. I have heard things, people are always throwing stuff out there or whatever, and when you when you're trying to do something positive, there's always something negative swirling around. But the positivity surrounded by Pinky Cole right now is amazing. What she's doing, the think tanks that she's creating, the giving back and everything, it's absolutely gorgeous in my eyes. She's on my list of people that I would love to interview and talk to. And just watching her expansion, I definitely feel like Slutty Vegan could be another McDonald's or another any of the burger joints out there, Wendy's or whatnot. I would love to see healthy or plant-based food available the same way any of this other fast food is available. Now, I haven't had Slutty Vegan yet. If you have had Slutty Vegan and you enjoy it, let me know. I would like to know. I'm totally against standing in anybody's line for that amount of time. I just can't do it. It's not something. When it comes down to it, my money is very expensive. And what I mean by that is I work very hard to get my money. I'm not at that point yet where I work easy to get my money or money just flows to me, whatever. Time is money to me. I have no patience, no time to stand in anybody's line for 10, 20, 2 hours to get food. I just can't do it. Not a fast food. Maybe if she had a fancy Slutty Vegan restaurant or a 5-star Slutty Vegan restaurant where you sit down, you got tablecloths and I'm willing to wait for food if for service, but to stand outside of a restaurant in the heat, in the rain or whatever, just for a burger and some fries. I don't care if it's plant-based or if it's cow-based or if it's gold-based. I'm not doing it. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. Okay. Tell me a story you ain't seen in a while. Tell me a store that you used to see everywhere that you ain't seen in a while. I'll start. Macy's or Rich's Macy's or Rich's. Any of them three, they was all the same thing. But I ain't seen a Macy's in a mall in a minute. Every Macy's that I seen around town is closed down. For real. And they're closing more. Macy's has started closing stores as it targets to close 125 locations in the next 3 years. The legendary big box retailer aims to shutter nearly a fifth of its U.S. stores by the end of 2023. The company plans to close 33 stores across the U.S. by the end of December of 2022. The store closures will impact 18 different states across the nation. California and Washington State will have 3 locations permanently shuttered. The other 16 states with Macy's store closures are New Jersey, Florida, Texas, Hawaii. Baby, you got Florida up here twice. So I'm going to read it the way it says. Because maybe Florida deserves to be on there twice because, you know, it's Florida. But New Jersey, Florida, Texas, Hawaii, Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, New York, Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. As our business evolves, we continue to optimize and reposition our store fleet to more effectively support our omni-channel sales growth and expand market share. At the beginning of 2020, Macy's operated 777 Macy's and Bloomingdale storefronts, and their goal is to get it closer to 650 stores. The company closed 52 stores in 2021. Macy's Corporation closed 3 stores by the end of the third quarter in 22, bringing their retail inventory to 722. In order to get the goal in order to get to the stated goal, the corporation must close around 70 more storefronts. The company has moved sales to focus more on online fulfillment. Macy's recognized that their online sales tend to be higher in areas where storefronts also exist. Digital performance is stronger in the markets where we have stores. Macy's stock price has lost 6.73% of its value since the beginning of the year, ending at a price of $20.65. Year-over-year sales has declined by 3.1% in this third quarter. Still, executives believe that the store closures are putting the company in a healthier financial position and remain optimistic about the company's future. Retail is detail, and our talented and agile team are executing well to compete, Macy's CEO Jeff Gennett said in a third quarter earnings briefing. We know the consumer is under increasing pressure and has choices where to spend. As a leading gifting destination with fresh inventory across the value spectrum, we are ready to meet our customers' needs this holiday season. So, again, how often do you see a Macy's? Because you probably won't see too many of them too much more often because they are just going further and further away. You're seeing less and less Macy's and they're closing less and more of them. So, I mean, you know, hey, online sales is the whole thing now. That's it. You buy online. Exactly. My money is expensive and respect my money. You don't know how many times I done seen a line that's way too long and I done put everything down and walked out and said, y'all don't respect my money. That's why I have a problem with drive-thrus. The drive-thru is way too long and I've been sitting here for way too long for me to give you my money. You don't respect this. You don't. You need to open up another line. Or you need to do like Chick-fil-A and get them a little tablet and walk their ass around. Something, but you need to respect my money. And that's probably why I like Chick-fil-A the way I like Chick-fil-A, because they respect my money and my time. It is what it is. Teacher Nitra said, I do want to try her food. I guess that means she hasn't had a chance to yet. But, you know, hey, if you come down here and be a little slut, I might be a little slut with you and try some slutty vegan. Let me know. Like we were talking about, we need more poke bowl places in the hood or hood adjacent. Us blacks like poke bowls. Yeah, so look, if you've never had a poke bowl before, a poke bowl, mentally, I want you to think of it like this. All it is deconstructed sushi. Instead of them putting the sushi in the roll and cutting it up, it's in a bowl. That's really all a poke bowl is deconstructed sushi. Just like a rice bowl. Rice bowls, it don't matter where they coming from. You got Mexican rice bowls, you got Hawaiian rice bowls, you got Italian rice bowls. It just depends on what you putting in it. Like, anybody ever heard of the restaurant Mr. Everything? They got one in Greenbrier, they got one downtown, and they got one over off of Old National Highway. Mr. Everything is nothing but a black poke bowl. It's gonna have salmon and vegetables, but they're gonna cook it. They're gonna cook it up real good and put it over the yellow rice and add cheese and sauces and everything else. It ain't nothing but it ain't nothing but a black poke bowl. That's all it is. You go to Moe's, you get all that stuff put in the rice bowl, and you eat it with taco chips. That ain't nothing but a Spanish poke bowl. I like poke bowls. I do. I like food. I like my food like that, or whatever. However I can explain it. I don't know, but I think there should be more restaurants in areas, in urban areas, that allow us to have different taste buds. We all don't eat the same. Everybody don't want a hamburger. Everybody don't want chicken. But we need to have other options that are also fast food options. I don't understand why a salad bar is okay inside of a restaurant, but there's not a restaurant that's just a salad bar. Lettuce, rice, or pasta, and a whole bunch of toppings that you get to choose from. And you walk in and say, I want this, that, and the third. I don't understand why none of those places can't be fast food restaurants at the same time, though. Why do I have to get out of my car and come in and stand in this line and tell you everything I want in this bowl? Same thing with Subway. I've never seen a drive-through Subway, but it makes the most sense. Why can't I just tell you what I want on my Subway sandwich? Why do I have to park and come in? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is there a restaurant called Super Salads, or are you just saying that? Because I would so go there. I would so go there. Okay? Like, for real, I'd hit them up real quick. Let's see. I'm following everybody back on Bigo who has followed me. If you guys are enjoying the content, show me some love, show me some love, show me some love. Teacher Anitra said, I used to work at Rich's and Macy's, bought them out. I used to work at Rich's and Macy's bought them out. We only have one in Columbia. Same here. I worked at Rich's and Macy's. Somebody said, yeah, they have this restaurant called Super Salads in Texas. I would love to try that. I would love to try it because Super Salads is real. Okay, somebody else knows about it. Yeah, I would love to try that restaurant because it sounds good. Because I like a lot of different stuff on my salad. Like, why do I always have to have a salad with the same 4 toppings? No, I like all kind of stuff on my salad. I want some walnuts or some pecans. I want some cranberries and apples, and I still want the chicken on it, and I still want I want all of it on my salad. Yes, I want a 14-pound salad. This is a meal. This is a meal. Everybody don't want bread and burgers. Like, the food sources in America, the choices is so minimal. And it's like either you got to have hot wings or you got to have burgers. And there's a lot of other different options out there. A lot. Teacher Anitra said, let's make a plan to be slutty together, have a book club gathering, and you can play in my hair. I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's do it, Teacher Nietzsche. Come on down. She also said there's a salad place here called Verde. They're a little pricey, but it was good as hell. Look, if you pricey, just make sure I get enough to be full. Because a poke bowl ain't cheap. When I go get a poke bowl, my poke bowl gonna cost me anywhere between $15 and $17. And for one meal, that's kind of expensive. But I can eat that poke bowl at 2:00 in the afternoon, and I'm not hungry again until damn near 10:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be fulfilling. So I don't know. I might start showing y'all more of the poke bowls I make at home, because I made one the other day. I had some mussels and I sauteed some mussels up, threw in some tomatoes and some kimchi or kimchi, whatever that's called, some corn and some carrots, and I got all kind of sauces that I put over the top of that. Mess around and threw some sauteed some shrimp and put that in there too. I was full. Oh, and some guacamole. I was full. And it was good. I killed that doggone thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people put us as African Americans in a box. Like our taste buds only allow us to eat 4 different kind of foods, and everything either has to be extremely salty. Since I've been eating poke bowls, I don't put that much salt and pepper on my food because I want to taste it. And you taste vegetables a whole lot more without all of that seasoning. You taste it better when it's raw, right? And it's better for your body to process it as raw. I don't eat out of cans as much anymore because of poke bowls. I cut all of that stuff up fresh myself. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe if you opened up a restaurant like this, it just would not work. But in my mind, I can't be the only one. I just can't. Teacher Anitra said, make some TikTok poke bowl videos. Okay. I will. I'll start making some TikTok poke bowl videos just because you asked me and it makes sense. I will. Bet. All right, y'all. It's time for our next break of the day. I kind of went over talking about these topics, but it's okay because you guys love to hear my voice. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, and you are watching on YouTube or Facebook. And as you're watching right now, if you haven't already done it, I want you to hit that subscribe or turn on that notification button so you will never miss anything that we're kicking out here to you. If you are listening to me on Hits 92.3's platform, hello, my darlings. Here's a little ASMR for you. Hello. Make sure you can always watch this show on YouTube, Facebook, and Enterprise Theater, where we are in syndication, okay? Because this is radio you have to watch. That's right. All Hustle, No Fear is in your face, okay, baby? I am... Oh, shit. What's the word? Hold on. What's the word of the day? Histrionic. I am very histrionic, okay? I am very theatrical, and I've got a lot to give you. So you can't just listen. You've got to watch, too, and you can catch us on a couple of different platforms. And, hey, look, sometimes you're at work and you can't watch, but you can listen. Check us out on any and all of your favorite podcast platforms because we are there. And yes, I am in process of uploading all of the shows that I haven't uploaded in a couple of months. You're not going to get all of them, but I've got about at least 20 or 30 shows that I am uploading right now. And every Saturday, a new show will drop on our podcast platforms. And so that's iHeart. It's like 7 of them. I ain't even about to do all that to y'all, but y'all know what I'm saying, okay? So make sure y'all are being good little prostitutes and y'all are following us on all social media platforms and you're sharing it with your friends so that they can be proselytized to All Hustle No Fear from whatever their morning show is, because who cares about that? We love you, okay? All right. We got some good comments and I'm going to read those. I'll put those up on the screen so you can see them, but we're going to play some music. We've got Control and we got to show some gratitude. So, you know, of course, we're going to play some Londrell and I'm gonna hit y'all with something else. I don't know, but whatever it is what it is. But here is Control by Dubs of Hash right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Yeah.
It's hefty shit. I ain't gang legend. I'm a legend. I thought it was love when we made love. Damn, you got control of me, and ain't no controlling me. No, I thought it was love when we made love. Damn, you got control of me, and ain't no controlling me. No, I swear love was a drug. You got me tripping, fiending for your love. First class in the mix, you know what it was. Paper planes at midnight, baby, keep it up, and you don't need a Red Bull. Girl, it's still give you wings. Pull up and come by, girl, I love to feel you sing. And instead of buying bottles, yeah, I should've bought a ring. See, I'm tripping, catch me reminiscing, falling off my pippin' ass gripping. She throwing it back, so I forget that you got control on me. But you can't let go
I be your MLK. Going through hell for your love and them badass kids. We should've split when I cheated. This love, you can't receive it. Pop a perk up, pain pill, nah, you can't relieve it. This life that we living, know it's cold on the other side when I ain't there. Talking about you, don't care. Still smoking cherry lemonade just to ease the pain. And the champagne wishes, toast the most vicious. Left logic at home, took a chance with passion. Have you ever been in love, baby? I'm just asking you.
When we made love, damn, you got control of me, and ain't no controlling me. No, I thought it was love. When we made love, damn, you got control of me, and ain't no controlling me. No, no, no. I thought it was love. When we made love, damn, you got control of me.
Hi everyone. My name is Ty. I joined the book club because lately I've been working on a lot of self-development. I'm trying to push myself to actually create the life that I want. So I joined the book club as a way to help change their mindset, as a way to learn something different and something new that'll help push me there. So far, reading this first book, I can't say that it has changed the way I think, like completely. Like my perception of things now is a lot different than what it was when I started. So I'm excited, so excited to be here. I can't wait to finish this book, which is why I've been reading so many pages lately, because I want to make sure I stay on track. I want to make sure I keep up, and I'm excited to see what book comes next, and excited to learn and network with everyone in the group. Have a nice Sunday. Bye.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Sunshine Reigns with All Hustle, No Fear, and we are radio that you have to watch. That's right. We are radio that you need to tune into to watch all of the fun that is going down here at the Hits 92.3 station. So what I need you to do is follow me at All Hustle, No Fear on YouTube, or follow Hits 92.3 on Facebook, and tune in Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 a.m. for All Hustle, No Fear. We are After Dark Radio in the morning.
Can we link up tonight? Drink some rock and Sprite tonight. My pussy is super tight. Couple years without taking pipe. I am squirting back to back. I made a mess over the floor. Moaning out loud, the neighbors banging on my door, but the pounding ain't gon' get it. You gotta put your tongue all up in it. Give me a better feeling, shy fucking your brain. You know you like it. Stop holding back, baby boy, don't try to fight it. Got a little insane, orgasm riot. I'm an Aries, baby daddy, you a Pisces. I'd rather make love than get a quickie. Love it when you're on top, go slow in me. And when we make love, it's a hell of a drug. I'm addicted to you like I'm a coke fiend now. Put it in your face, know you like the way it tastes. The way I scream your name in your ear, I wanna sing. Ooh, right there, don't stop, daddy. Feeling so good, riding you like a caddy. Beat it up like a porn star actor. Slurp it up, stimulate from my reaction. You know I like it rough, handcuffing me in action. So choke me up on your back, I do the scratches. On top of cars, up in these bushes. On these staircases, no fucks where we do it. Don't tell nobody what we do. I won't tell nobody what we do. Keep this between me and you. All of this between me and you. Let me fuck on you. LMF for you.
To therapy, visit Studio 219 for your next tattoo or piercing. Studio 219 is located at 1900 Piedmont Road in Atlanta, just 1 mile from the Lindbergh train station. Studio 219 is open Monday through Saturday from 12 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and closed every Sunday. Book your appointment today by visiting www.studio219ink.com. That's studio219ink.com. Make sure to follow 219 on Instagram for promotions and specials at Studio219INK. Studio 219. Let us fix your creative itch.
Hey, shout out to 219. They got something big going on over there. They got some new news that they about to drop, and I can't wait till they tell y'all because I think I know what it is, and I'm so proud of them. Yes, I love Studio 219. If you don't know about them, they are a dope ass tattoo parlor here in Atlanta. Actually, I have a lot of their ink on my body. This one was done by someone at Studio 219, not the artwork. The artwork is my husband, but they took my husband's artwork and then they transposed it on me. I actually have one of the owner's very first tattoos that he ever did when he first started learning how to tattoo way back in the day. On my wedding day, we went to Studio 219 and got not matching tattoos, because y'all know I don't do matching tattoos, but we got tattoos that favor each other, or they mean the same thing but they look differently. So I've been to Studio 219 a couple of different times. I have allowed them to just do things to my body, and so when I say they are a good place to go and to get a tattoo, they are a good place to go and get a tattoo. Okay, so I'm not just promoting, I'm promoting folks that I know. Okay, so shout out to 219. They're awesome. They're awesome. They're awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead. We winding out the rest of this show. We got to get into celebrity business plays. This one right here is a big one, and I wanted to talk about this real quick before I get into this other one. We might not be able to get them all, but y'all know it's okay. We'll hold it for next week. I call this one We Don't Do That Here. And the reason why I call it that is because it's things that no matter what y'all think is funny, black folks don't play them games. And I'm going to tell you something black folks don't play with. Everybody knows that black folks do not play with death. Do not, like, okay, I'm going to give y'all a prime example. Y'all remember in that movie with Jet Li and Aaliyah? And it was a scene where Aaliyah was like, her and her brother were playing with her mom, and they pretended like he had got hit by a car. And Aaliyah was like, she came in and she was just running in, and she was like, oh my God, he got hit. And she cried so bad. And the way her mom's face looked, she knew that she had did something wrong, right? And when the mom finally saw the brother, the way she responded was like it wasn't a joke. Black people don't play with death. Your tongue is so very strong. This is a tool. You can talk things into existence, and real black folks know that and don't play that. And guess what? Angela Bassett's son had to learn a real lesson real quick. So, their son, Angela Bassett and Courtney Vance's son, has issued an apology after receiving backlash for a viral video of him telling his parents that actor Michael B. Jordan had died. He said in his video, I would sincerely like to apologize to Michael B. Jordan's entire family, his extended family, and him directly, as he is an idol of mine, Slater Vance said in an apology video on his Instagram account. Taking part in a trend like this is completely disrespectful, and I don't wish any bad ramifications of my actions upon his family nor my parents, as they deserve none of the backlash. In the 27-second TikTok video, actress Angela Bassett and her husband Courtney B. Vance are in a room with Slater, who is 16, who is heard asking his parents if they heard about the death of actor Michael B. Jordan. Bassett, who is clearly emotional after hearing the news, is walking up to her son as if she's trying to look to see where he's reading the news. In the video, which has been removed, it doesn't show what Bassett's reaction was when she learned that she was being pranked. The younger Vance's prank was part of a viral TikTok trend where users lie about celebrity deaths to their parents to see their reaction. Bassett and Jordan are co-stars in the Black Panther film franchise. Now, another reason why this was absolutely disgusting as well is because Angela just lost Chadwick Boseman from the exact same franchise that she's in with Michael B. Jordan. Not only that, we're not talking about just, it's not like you were saying, what's her name? Barbara Walters died, who is a 96-year-old woman who has lived her life, who has, tried to fulfill her dreams and her passions. But we're talking about a young man who can't be over 35, 40 years old, who's in the prime of his life, who has just started living his life in the eyes of someone like Angela Bassett, and he's being taken away way too soon. Y'all kids think everything is fucking funny, and everything ain't funny. Everything ain't funny. Y'all got to start learning this really quick. Y'all got to be able to have discernment and be able to look at these videos and say, this ain't for us. This one right here is not for us. When I watched a collection of these videos on Facebook, it was a ton of Caucasian people saying things like Bon Jovi had passed away, or, just all of these. I saw one that said, George Clooney passed away. Just all of these different celebrities that white people hold dear to them, and y'all playing with people. Y'all playing on people's lives, and it's not funny. There's nothing funny about this, okay? So I need you guys to start having ways that you figure out to tell your kids about discernment, that you explain to them why you don't want them doing things, and not just getting mad at them and telling them that's not what we do. You have to explain to them so that going forward, when they've received the lesson, when another trial comes upon them, then they know which lesson to refer back to. That's one thing about spankings that I've absolutely hated growing up, and in theory, is that a lot of times when we get mad at our kids, the first reaction that we do is to spank them. But in that spanking, we don't give any lesson. We don't give any insight into why I'm doing this the way that I am. We grew up with a generation of people who was like, I don't have to explain myself to you. You are a child. But for a child to learn and to have comprehension, there needs to be explanation. I have sat here for the last couple of days trying to explain to my 7-year-old daughter why you can't just go spend the night over at anybody's house, why I won't let you go into the neighbor's house. You can play in their front yard all day long. You can play in the backyard all day long. You can go over there with your brother, but you cannot go into these people's house because I don't know them like that. I don't know who else is over there. And instead of just telling my daughter, no, you can't go over there, I have tried my hardest in her language, meeting her where she is mentally, because she only has a seven-year-old perspective, to explain to her why I can't allow her that grace. That for me as a parent, my job is protection, and I'm in protection mode when she wants me to let her or allow her to go over the other people's houses. This is one of those situations where this young man needed to be informed. He needed a lesson. I hope he got his ass beat, because you ain't gonna be playing with people's lives like that. But on the other hand, other parents can take his situation and then explain to their children why you have to have discernment on social media, why you have to understand, or why you have to realize that everything that they do and everything they go viral for, we don't do over here. We will not go viral for that. You ain't about to do. I don't care what Johnny's mama allow him to say to her. What you ain't gonna do is come in my house talking to me like you damn crazy. Hey, Graham. And there it is. One more thing that I want to get into with you, because I just want to bring some awareness to it. If you don't know what's going on with this and any other story that was interesting to you, tune in next week and we'll talk about it. But I don't want to wait another week to talk about this. I want to talk about this right now. An Iranian chess player has been warned not to return to Iran. It's not Iran. To return back to Iran after competing without her hijab on. Okay, so an Iranian chess player arrived in Spain on Tuesday after receiving what a source close to her said were warnings not to return to Iran for competing without a hijab at an international tournament in Kazakhstan. Sarah Kadim, born in 1997, took part of last week's FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Chess Championships in Almaty without her hijab, a headscarf mandatory under Iran's strict dress code. The source, who did not want to be named due to the sensitivity of the matter, said Kadim subsequently received multiple phone calls in which individuals warned her against returning home after the tournament, while others said she should come back, promising to, if she said should she come back, they would solve her problem. The source close to Kadim's relatives and parents, who are in Iran, had also received threats without giving further details. Iran's foreign ministry did not immediately respond to a request for comments on the case. Kadim, who is also known, I can't say her whole name, at Sarah Sadat, arrived in Spain on Tuesday. She had not responded to Reuters for requests for comment. Newspapers, including Le Figaro and El País, reported last week that Kadim would not be returning to Iran and moving to Spain. The phone calls led to organizers deciding to provide security with the cooperation of the Kazakh police, resulting in 4 bodyguards being stationed outside Kadim's hotel room. Iran has been swept by demonstrations against the country's clerical leadership since mid-September, when 22-year-old Iranian Kurdish woman Mahsa Amani died in custody of morality police who detained her for inappropriate attire. Law enforcement mandatory hijab wearing has become a flashpoint during the unrest, with a string of sportswomen competing overseas appearing without their headscarves in public. Kadim is ranked 804 in the world according to International Federation website, and the website even listed her as a participant in both the Rapid and Blitz competition. The protest marks one of the boldest challenges to Iran's leadership since 1979 revolution, and have drawn in Iranians from all walks of life. Women have played a prominent role, removing, in some cases, burning headscarves, while protesters have taken heart from what they have seen as shows of support from both female and male Iranian athletes. I don't think anybody should be afraid to go home because they have protested their government. I don't think anybody should be afraid to go home because they believe that they should be able to dress the way they want to. I don't believe that any government, especially as patriarchal as our governments have been and are, that any government should put stipulations upon how a woman should act and what decorum is. It's just it's the fact we've already seen these countries say that women can no longer go to university. Now you're saying, not now, but you're adding insult to injury by killing women who are not falling in line with the beliefs of the country or the beliefs of the government. And you don't have any women in government that are able to have a secondary opinion or to be able to say, hey, this ain't right. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the only way for us to solve a problem is to bring awareness to it. So hopefully you understand that on All Hustle, No Fear, that is something that we are consistently trying to do, is bring awareness to issues that mainstream media might not bring awareness to. while we're all shucking and jiving and hee and ha and then talking about Megans and Christians and everything else, which they need their own time in the spotlight as well. I don't think Megan would have got the justice that she got had not we have brought so much light to the story and kept it in the forefront. But there are other stories that are just as important. Okay, so hopefully, you take this story and you be a little prostitute and you go proselytize to other people and let them know that All Hustle No Fear is having these conversations. Bring them back so more people can have awareness on subjects that are important to not just us as people of color, not just us as women, but us as people that live on this planet who believe in the humanity of our species. What will our species be if we lose our humanity? That's what keeps us different from any and everything else that is a sentient being on this planet, is we have the ability to have empathy, to put ourselves in other people's shoes, to know that they are hurting and want to give them comfort. What happens to us as a society if we lose this empathy? This is a complete explanation of empathy being lost. You wanting to kill a person because they took a scarf off their head. Are you crazy? So this girl will never see her homeland again. She'll never see her friends and her family. She can never go back to the life that she used to live just because she wanted to stand up for other people and say that their situation was wrong. We got to do better as a people. We got to do better as a people. We really do. Y'all, that was it. That's all the time I have for today. But of course, that's not all that we have on Hits 92.3. Hits 92.3 is an amazing online radio platform. If you can hear my voice or if you can see my face, I need to make sure that you have downloaded the Hits 92.3 platform, okay? Because there are so many other shows that you can listen to right here on this app. Coming up today after my show at 12 o'clock, we've got the Nico and Mr. Nico Rose and Mr. Grant show. Later on in the day, around 4 p.m., we got the dopest countdown in ATL. That's right. You got to be radio ready for this. It's Unboxed Top 10. And then tune in tomorrow. We got more to go. We're not done yet. It's a lot. And if you need to know where you can find All Hustle No Fear, how you can get your music to us so that we can feature you on all of our social media platforms, how you can become a guest, or if you want to advertise your business on our social media platforms, on our networks, then all you have to do is go to allhustlenofear.com or click the link in any of my bios and it will take you straight to my Popple. It'll give you a way to download the app on whatever device you have. You can also download the Enterprise Theater app, and so you can watch us in syndication there, or anything and everything else that you need with All Hustle No Fear. Join the book club. Get you an All Hustle No Fear hoodie and show everybody that you a good little prostitute, that you proselytizing for us. You know what I'm saying? Click that link in the bio, and when it comes up and says, hey, leave me your information because I want to network with you. I want to get to know you. I want to reach out and touch you too. Okay? So this is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. I've got to go, but y'all stay tuned because we've got more for you. Here's something to leave you with, some Londrell Vibrate Higher. Ew.
I command all the fathers from all time immortal to be upon us in this moment. I salute the Father in you, 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 Father in you. We exalt the Holy Father in us so we can align with the Holy Mother, and we can continue the creation.
All praises to the Most High. I've been raising my vibration. Yoga meditation. Just sticking to the basics. Living in the matrix. It's cynical and crazy. But I've been swimming in amazement. Writing all these verses. Reversing all my curses. Walking in my purpose. Doing it on purpose. I'm sure, I'm certain. I'm pure, not perfect. I rise in service. Of God, I'm a servant. Take me high. All praises to the Most High. I've been hustling my whole life. I know the struggle, I know both sides. I'm at your neck like a bow tie. I don't know death, I'm pro-life. I cannot stress, I'm so love and so light and so bright. And me and God are so tight, the light of my life. I'm reaching new heights while I'm reciting my wife. I'm going bravely, oh, I'm doing greatly. Life's amazing, I guess it is what you make it. This is breath, this is affirmation. I've been healing, I've been feeling, I've been raising my vibration. I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been patient, y'all. I've been raising my vibration. I've been healing, I've been praying. I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been stacking, I've been saving, I've been healing, I've been praying. Meditating, affirmations, I've been raising my vibration. I've been hella patient, meditating, lighting, saging, elevating. That's amazing. Dedication, self-preservation. I'm a walking revelation for every agent in the matrix. I'm a king, I'm a lion, I'm a giant, I'm Messiah, I'm in Zion, I'm prolific, I'm so gifted. I see the vision in my third eye, it's so vivid. I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been patient, y'all. I've been raising my vibration.
We will rebrand man and shape the future of humanity within the possibility of fatherhood. So our children can go farther, and our women can be supported as we move forward.
I've been raising my vibration.
Once neglected, now protected, most respected and reflected. Yeah, I've been raising my vibration, healing the hurt, doing the work, never revert. To whack vibes that came first. Peace in your mind, peace in your soul, peace in your home. Keeping it real enough to grow, that's how you'll know. You're raising your vibration, that's how you'll know. Yeah, you're raising your vibration. Transfiguration, out of stagnation. She remembered who she was, that's a daily affirmation. Don't be mistaken, you're still evolving and amazing. Rebirthed in Genesis, just like a chrysalis. Journey in grace, protecting your space. Trust your intuition. In the liminal space, your ancestors been waiting. Your higher self been praying day by day. Keep raising your vibration, yeah.
I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been patient, y'all. I've been raising my vibration. I've been healing, I've been praying. I've been raising my vibration. I've been patient, I've been waiting. I've been stacking, I've been saving, I've been healing, I've been praying. Meditating, affirmations, I've been raising